Hey everyone, welcome to Real Knowledge Club Summit. Today we have a truly a fascinating guest with us who has generated over like seven figures in revenue or $1 million and coached around 1,500 people across the world, right? People from India and about how they can start their coaching, consulting, agency business and take it to like six figures and like seven figures. Who is none other than a thought leader with us, like Sahil Sehgal. He has learned from some of the best marketers in the world, like Russell Branson himself, like the person who created that revolution in the funnel industry, the .com secrets, the expert secrets, the author of that book. And also he's a great student of like Alex Hormozi, like the $100 million leads. And he has also learned from some of the legendary entrepreneurs like Dan Kennedy and like Parthiv Shah. And it's an incredible thing. And he's a perfect mentor to guide you through what is the mindset, skill set, tool set, strategies for you to grow, how you can go from zero to like 10 lakhs and from 10 lakhs, which is like around $12,000 to all the way until like 1 crore, right? $120,000 in next 1 year. Without any further delay, let's all welcome Sahil from my bottom of my heart to the Real Knowledge Club Summit.
Hey man, can you hear me all fine?
Yes, absolutely.
One second, my camera was trying to disconnect me, so let me just double check if it worked fine. All right, let's keep it this way. Thank you so much, man, for this great intro that you did. Amazing.
Yeah.
Glad to connect it,
Yeah.
and let's see what we can do for our people.
Thank you, Sahil, for taking your super valuable time and coming up over here, right? And yes, firstly, congratulations for you. Like you gifted a house to your parents. I was so happy to hear that. Amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Sahil,
Thank you.
yeah, I would like to know about your story and like your journey, right? Um, Among like ClickFunnels, like 3 lakh plus people in the community, there are only few people, few entrepreneurs who have reached to like seven figures, and you are one among them. And you have created a dent in the space in the coaching, consulting, the organic marketing, right? And can you share us like your back journey? Like how did you get started? I believe like you were also in Canada, I believe. Now you have come to India. How did this all things happen?
Yeah, man. So the journey started itself in 2020, 2019 actually. 2019, I was looking for extra ways to make money online. I was having like $1,000 in my bank account at that time, and to survive in Canada, you like I had to buy my house. I had a dream to get my parents retired, to make sure that when I'm getting married, I'm bringing my wife to a place where it's not a rented place, or it's my own house. So those were my whys, and having $1,000 in my bank account, it wasn't possible to get those fulfilled. So that's where the ignite the fire started. Like, okay, Sahil, you got to do something different. So at that time, I started looking for ways and all. Came to know about network marketing, just like everyone else. I think we all once in our life come across this opportunity of
True.
different products, right? So that was my entry level thing. So not a lot of people know about it, but I'm a licensed financial advisor as well. I It was a network marketing company local in Canada, so I completed their exams and got the license. But I was not personally liking the network marketing model. It was just like personal choices, like how they were doing it, how they were asking us to market our business. So in 2020, so 19 end, I got licensed, I think, and 2020 I started again going on Google looking like how to make money online. So that was always intriguing. That was always an interesting thing. So there I came to know about affiliate marketing. And then one of the videos I was watching of a YouTuber talking about you need a landing page to promote your affiliate products. So then I came to know about ClickFunnels at that time. Okay, there is a funnel thing which you need to build your landing page. Then I started doing more research, and one day I got that 14 days of free trial for ClickFunnels, and then their onboarding specialist, I got a notification at the bottom of my that web browser like, "Hey, book your free onboarding call or coaching call, whatever." So I booked that call, forgot about it. Then I was coming from my work one day, and I saw this notification that your Zoom meeting is in next 10 minutes. I was like, "What did I book? What is this meeting about? I forgot about it." And then I parked my car and checked it. Oh, it was a meeting with ClickFunnels team. So I'm like, okay, let me park my car and let's see what they have. And at that time, the guy offered me one funnel away challenge. He's like, this is a 30-day course. I was a beginner, so I was like, I need someone who can guide me. So my question to them was, hey, does it come with like coaching sessions where I can talk to someone? I just don't need recorded courses. I need someone who I can talk to. The reason was no skills, no knowledge about business, had no idea how to do it. Uh, Google or YouTube was helpful in a certain way, but then to start and execute, that's where I needed the guidance. And that was a point when I started my journey with one funnel away challenge. Did 8 times one funnel away challenge. I think I was like so much addicted to it. Every time I was going through it, learning something new. It's not just like you reading one book 8 times. So for me, it was that because every challenge was giving me different epiphany. So it started with that, and 8 challenges started my affiliate marketing business. I started promoting one funnel away along with that, and made some money. Then I started helping people with their funnels. Like the more I was getting interested in funnels, I was like becoming like, okay, wow, this thing I solved. And then I was seeing other people in pain in the problem. Their funnels were having some mess ups, tech glitches, and all. So technically, my first business model, apart from affiliate marketing, become helping people to solve their funnel glitches, which was technical support. And then I started building funnels, consulting, coaching, and all happened in last almost 4.5 years now. And that's a whole journey about going from like literally zero to building our first seven-figure business.
Absolutely, that's amazing. I truly believe for most of the marketers, like the network marketing is something they get started. That discipline, that entrepreneurial spirit is like built, and then we become online entrepreneurs. Even similarly was my journey. Also, I was in network marketing, then I came into online. I just I'm able to relate. Love that. And Sahil,
Thank you.
you told like you had helped like so many people, right? What is the difference like you have seen versus common pattern traits and qualities of successful students and like non-successful students? What do the successful people do, and how do they implement?
I can talk about like a lot of different characteristic traits that these people have, but the only one bigger one I would say, which combining putting them all together in one bucket, is someone so successful person is someone who is resourceful, who is coachable, and who is always looking for a solution rather than a problem. Unsuccessful people, I would not even label them unsuccessful. It's like they are delayed success. They are still waiting for their success to come. They are always getting one thing or another. It's like either they are not resourceful, either they don't become coachable, they have their limiting beliefs, they are like, I don't know if it's going to work. Because of that limiting beliefs, they don't take action, and the results doesn't come from those people. Or either they are just like all the time focusing more on the problem. Oh, this thing doesn't work. This thing is not going to work. This thing is faulty. This thing is bad. Like now is like every I talk about any industry. Like you can name it. There will be people who are doing successful in e-com. There are people who are unsuccessful in e-com. Same with any industry, coaching, freelancing, agency, YouTube, you name it, anything. Only people who become successful are is like, okay, they are not ready to quit. They are resourceful, coachable, as I said, and they always look for solution, focusing on more on solution rather than problem. So it's like there is a saying, it's like whatever you focus on, it expands. If you focus on more problems, the problems will expand, and you will feel like my life is a problem. Everything in my life is a mess. And all the things
Correct.
are just because I'm unlucky, my destiny is that. And you start blaming yourself, and you started blaming that, okay, I'm the bad person on this planet. I'm not the lucky one. But on the other hand, people who make it, crack it, they are not different. They are not genius even. They just like became all these things, which I said, resourceful, coachable, and then they focused on solutions rather than focus on the problems.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that. Where the focus goes, the energy flows, right? Taking
There you go.
something like imperfect action, right? One is greater than zero. Some people keep on waiting course after course after course, and they're searching for some shiny, like a Harry Potter stick where they will touch a button and something is going to happen. Instead, they have
Right.
to be resourceful with whatever knowledge they have learned. 20% learning, 80% execution, implementation, and execute the things whatever they have learned, right? And focus on that one mentor, one course, and solve from problems, right? How can we find a solution for that problem? Now that.
Ab-
And
Absolutely. There are a lot of people who started even with me, Akshay, and I see it like the only thing they are missing one of these categories. They are either not resourceful or not coachable or not problem focused. They are just as you said, they are jumping from one course to one coach also to another to another to another. They are just feeling like there is some secret which they don't know. And in reality, there is nothing like that. It's you taking your first step. And I always say like baby steps, take that. If I would have waited that, okay, one day I'll become this coach who have coached 1,400, 1,500 people, I'll build up this seven-figure business, I would not be able to even take a first step. If I would all the time, when will I get this? When will I become a coach and all that? I just started with what I could have done. With my previous job, I had a 4 years of technical support experience from my offline job, right? And now nobody thought about what I built in my first business as a technical support. I just converted my offline skills into online. I I was a guy who was didn't know what was a domain, what is an email, what how SMTP works, what is SendGrid, what is Stripe, all that stuff. So no idea I had all these things about. I just started with have this, what can I build on what I already have, rather than worrying about other 100 things or worrying about all the future. What when will I build my 6 or 7 figure business?
absolutely. Just take action, right? That's what you tell. Whatever someone has learned, take action and go to the next step. And then if you are stuck, then see for help, right? Instead of
Right.
not taking action and trying to consume so much of information out there, right?
One liner
Yes,
we can put stop onboarding learning train because you will be otherwise always onboarding like let me take this train then another then another then another and you are just roaming all over the places. It's like people are making money out of you but you are not making money just because your habit is to keep onboarding different trains. Every time you think that course will help you or that coach will help you, and every time you are changing courses and coaches, but on the contrary side, you are not taking action. If you could have just
correct.
take one action, a course can fix you, a coach can fix you as well, but you gotta show that you have done this thing. And it's not like you will do it and it will be successful. You gotta make mistakes. You should be ready for that one. Like, and then one characteristic trait, one more add I will also add this one is like people who take the responsibility that okay, I am the responsible for my success, rather than just because I have invested in Sahil, now everything Sahil will do or everything other person will do. Those people always fail. They think like I have paid the money and my job is done. No, the job actually started now. You just took one step, which was paying a payment to get into admission into a college or university, in this case a coaching program. But rest of the things is like now your real journey starts. Imagine like I did my bachelor's, like the bachelor's in of engineering. So if I would have just say I paid 1 lakh rupees to my college, now all my job is done, and then I don't join the college, then I don't go to the classes, then I don't do my homework, then I don't take exams, how would I be a successful engineer? No way.
Correct.
Just like a paying fees will be making me successful. You can do that. There are people who have paid money and get their certificates and degrees, but yeah, those are not the people you want to become like.
Absolutely. I completely agree with it. Like taking action is more important than just procrastinating. And Sahil, I've also seen a lot of coaches, consultants, agency owners, they're not able to find the product market fit, right? Like how they can understand where is the market, who is there ready to buy the product and services.
I would suggest you start with your own circle or the start with your own surroundings where you are right now. It's like for me, as I said, my job was technical support. I was surrounding among technicians at that time. And I took that skill, made it as a product, and even got my first one comma club award from that. I was like the most happiest person. Like I won my two comma club, like kind of that feeling I got when my first funnel, technical support funnel, made the one comma club award. So it's all about what you already have. There are I have seen people spending months and years trying to like I'm still learning Sahil. You won't imagine, Akshay. I went on a call with someone and I heard that the person said, Sahil, I'm experimenting things. And I'm like, okay, what platform are you experimenting on? You must be talking about it if you're experimenting. I checked their profile and there was no content, there was no presence at all. I was like, where do you market your product? Or where did you marketing even documenting your journey? I was like, no, I'm
Right.
just doing it at the back end. Bro, that is not gonna do anything. It's like you're wasting your time in that. You think like you are learning, but you are actually not learning because you are not even showing to the world where it is. So take you take what you already have and see where it can be molded, it can be transitioned, it can be transformed or reshaped or remodeled, that it can help someone to get an outcome. And every one of us have at least something. I always say, like, even if you say that, no, Sahil, you find your stuff as a technical support, but I don't have that thing. Okay, you are maybe you're 20s. What have you always been liking since 40 years? Was there anything that you were interested in? It could have been like you were an artist at school. You were good at playing games even. You were a good sportsman person. You were good person who does debate and debate stuff in the school and wherever you were. So you always have something. Like all it about there, the helping hand, the guidance comes into the play where that person, the coach or a course, whatever it is, help you to see, okay, this is what you got, and this thing can be transitioned into a business model. For me, even technical support was not my idea. It was
Mm.
just one day, one coach told me, what do you do on your full-time job? I told him, this is my job. I said, okay, so you are good at finding the problems in the things? I said, yeah. Okay, that can be a business model. You can help people to finding problems in their funnel. Now, if that coach wouldn't have suggested me this, my direction wouldn't be this. At that point, how this become a product market fit for me was somebody just gave me that, bro, this is what you have. They helped me to identify it, and then they helped me to tell me that this is how you can do it. This is where you should do it. Right? That is the first way of getting into the field. If I say rather than going into the learning phase, learning has not helped if it's not implemented. Like even if you follow Martin Golden, you know that he always talk about
Yes.
learning is incomplete without mastering or implementation. You reading a book, if not implemented, is a waste of time if you are
Correct.
not doing anything with it. So
Absolutely.
get into the field with what you have, see what product, your skills, your passion, your interest, how it can transition into something. That is the first way. Second is, even if you want to take the learning phase, but then give yourself a timeline that, okay, just because I'm not able to figure out this stuff for any reason, I want to learn Facebook ads, I want to learn funnel designing, I want to learn Google ads, I want to learn SEO, whatever it is. Give yourself that, okay, 90 days is my time period where I'm learning. Don't convert into 3 months into 3 years now. This is a mistake people make. Now you have 90 days to learn it, to know everything about the skill. Now you go into the market to say, okay, this skill of what I learned in last 90 days can be helpful for who? At that point, you gotta be careful about who you are helping. Are you helping a beginner? Are you helping an intermediate person or advanced person? My suggestion is to help intermediate and advanced. This was the advice I got from my coach: is like help businesses with help people who already have an existing business rather than helping people to start a business, because their problems will be different. If you see in our coaching, in my marketing, I never talk about I help 9 to 5ers, because that is it's like their world is different. They need different kind of even the help or guidance or support. I help people who have skills, have made mistakes, have made money here and there, but not able to make a good business out of it, because that people are intermediate or advanced. They have something, it's just they're not able to make good thing out of it.
Absolutely. The micro niche, right? Like going one step deeper and who is able to connect and relate with us, who is just near our surrounding, right? We have to target
Yes,
them first. Absolutely.
right.
Love that.
There is a
And
saying, it's like solves the rich man's problem if you want to build a good business.
yeah,
Simple
yeah.
as it.
Right. And Sahil, for all the people who are watching, especially from India, right? And many engineers, I believe, like you are also an engineer. You must have seen in India, an average engineer doesn't even earn like 10 to 12 lakhs per annum, right? What can we do to make their lives better, like 10x, right? How they can earn 1 crore or like $119,000 in the next 12 months, right? What is the strategy? Imagine they are like intermediate with some skill set and knowledge they have. What actions they have to take in order to reach this goal of 1 crore?
My best advice for this one, it's a beautiful question, first of all, you ask, is always start from the end in mind. Let's say you gave me this goal of 1 crore rupees or $119,000 that you gave me. Okay, now I know I need to reach over here. That is, I'm going to keep at the back. It's like here you are, point A, and here is your destination. You want to reach to make this kind of money.
Yeah.
You're going to reverse engineer it. You're going to go step, what is that nearest step I need? So you need to demand, depends upon now what product, how much you want to sell. And this is your choice, what you want to sell. This is a bigger thing I'm talking about here. People always say, I'm not able to sell a $10,000 product. It's not you are not able to sell it. It's just because Marin always say that it's like you don't have a $10,000 either skill set or offer in your pocket. That's why you're not able to sell. It doesn't mean that you can't sell it. People just label themselves that no, Sahil, I cannot sell 5K. No, Sahil, I cannot sell 10K. Keep that on the side. You want to sell, you want to make 100K. Let's do a round figure of it. 100K you want to make it. My suggestion would be to sell high ticket. That is always better, solving a bigger pain point of someone. So you could have been finding out, okay, can I sell a $10,000 product? To how many sales do we need to make that?
10
100K,
sales.
10 sales.
10.
Okay, you only need to sell it to 10. Now you got to do is like, what are the problems I can solve where people can pay me 10K? Is like anybody in the world who's paying 10K for something? Yeah, a
Yes.
lot of people are paying 10K for a lot of things. It's just because you have labeled yourself that I cannot make it, you are not able to even think about it. So they have to change this definition or labeling part of it that they cannot do it from how can I do it? What is that thing which I can sell for $10,000? So then you were at 1 crore. Now you know you need to make 10 sales of it. And this is as simple as it is. I have learned this thing from Myron Golden, Dan Henry, all these bigger high ticket people. They always used to say it's easier to sell a $25,000 offer to 4 people to make 100K. I was like, oh no, bro, it's not that easy. I was a beginner. I didn't have that thing. When I did it, I actually believed actually those were the easiest sales because these people don't demand high stuff. These people just need the minimal help, at the same time minimal efforts they can do, or like, yeah, minimal effort. So MVP, if you know about this thing, minimum viable product, minimum viable efforts they need to make to get to that, to solve their problem. So now once we know that, okay, $10,000 product I need to sell, you go step down more, what I can sell for 10K. Who are the people? First, like, who are the people that are buying 10K? We actually did this whole math. It's on my door. We pasted a whole white chart and we did this. We were revamping our entire business and like who we can help. Same thing I did. I'm like, okay, this is my goal. These are the people. I thought about who are the people who are buying expensive items. What are they buying? Those expensive items. Are they buying cars? Are they buying real estate, houses? Are they buying what exactly? Are they buying coaching? Are they buying masterminds? Are they buying speaking gigs? What exactly is it? Then you're going to do is like where they do they exist? Where are they congregating? As Russell always say, find the people where they are congregating. There you have to see they are in WhatsApp communities, school communities, Facebook groups. They are in maybe in-person events and all that stuff. Where are they hanging out? Then it is a point where you need to now reach out to them. Now reach out can happen in different ways. You want to use your referrals, your network, your friends, colleagues. What is the way? Cold outbound, organic marketing, paid ads, YouTube videos, whatever you want to publish here, so that it can reach to those people, or whatever efforts you can make here to reach at those people, to those people. Now you have like, okay, step one is this, step two is this, step three is this. Now you're gonna put all the efforts to reaching first step. Okay, you made your offer for these people. Now you need to reach these people, so that next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing, everything combining together is going to be reaching you, going, taking you towards your first 1 crore goal. And this thing, nothing is small or big in this case. 1 crore is nothing. If you hang out, even you change your mindset around hanging among people who are making 10 crores, you'll feel like 1 crore is nothing. Like I'm in Gurgaon right now. Okay, I'm on this vacation type. We went to this place and for have our lunch and all, and I was seeing that I was like, okay. We went to a nice place, and I was seeing the people over there are well educated. Their circle, you can get hang of it. The manager over there so treated so well. Everyone has a class. If I think about over here, like selling my product for 2,000 rupees, 4,000 rupees, and all, I'm thinking so small. Why? Because my surrounding, my networking is different. We are staying on the 17th, 18th, what? Uh, yeah, 17th floor villa. Sorry, this apartment thing. The view that I got from outside the building is like crazy. We have this upstairs terrace swimming pool and all. I cannot think small. If you,
Right.
my I'm gonna ask these people over like how much is this rent. I don't know how much is it to rent a place or to buy this property, but I'm gonna ask this manager to the manager just because so that I can raise my thinking. Let's say I gifted my house to parents, so my house, like I can evaluate, okay, there is much more. For example, I gifted my house for 1 crore and this property is 10 crore. My mind will shift towards, okay, people are buying 10 crore houses as well, so there are people in this world who are buying. Everything
Right.
started changing when I started changing my perspective about looking at things. So this was more in detail about it. Defining it, if I cut in short, it's like define it what you want to reach. Do a reverse engineer at each step. Take baby step. Start with what you have today, and then move towards it. Don't wait for like let me learn all this, then only I'll be able to do. Then you're gonna keep learning.
Absolutely. I love that. Now, Sahil, over here, I want to add a question. Should they focus on like high ticket offers, like 5,000, $10,000 offers in order to reach to 100K, or else they can have like a low ticket offer, like $50, $100 also? Because now an Indian or like someone who is watching for the first time, right, they may not be able to build that trust, authority, authenticity, right? Will that person be able to charge like 5,000, $10,000? And even they also don't have that experience and they don't have that authority and they never have invested so much. They have that limiting belief. How can I charge so much for a typical Indian whose salary itself is like $5,000 or $10,000 a year?
See, then I would change first the goal part. Let's say you are talking about beginners now. For a
Yeah.
beginner, for someone, your question was how they can make 1 crore in 12 months. Then we would not talk about this. We would talk about how they can make 5 lakhs in 12 months because they have
Mm.
not achieved something. It's going to take time for them. Everything is different for them. Depends also where they live. Are they from India? Are they from outside country? I made 100K in my first 1 year, right? Along with the full time job, I did it. My everything was different. I sold my 5K offer in that 1 year journey. I sold so many of 2,000, 3,000, $4,000 offers just because my influence was different. I was living in Canada outside the world. For me, charging slow ticket was not, I was used to, even for people I was surrounding over here. I was working as a technical support agent, the guy. So they were charging $119 for my visit to a customer place. Imagine 119, and it's just like me reaching to that place. And then I'm seeing, okay, what is your problem? What is not working? And then I fix that, and then they charge more. Average client were paying me for my visit $500, $600. I'm like, okay, if a technical support guy is making $500, $600 an hour, I didn't get that because the company charged that. I was getting my minimum wage, but it opened my mind. Like there are people who are paying 500, $600 an hour on service. That changed the entire game for me. Like, okay, I can do that too because people over here are paying. Currency difference, country difference, whatever you want to call it as. Now, coming back to our original question, is like then it's better to set up their first 5 lakh goals, 10 lakh goals, 15 lakh goals if they are a beginner. Playing both the things has pros and cons. Playing the volume game, the low ticket game is more of volume. Then you should be ready to bombard your social presence. You should be focusing on how can I go from one subscriber to 1,000 subscriber to 10,000 subscriber to 100,000 subscribers because we are playing in volume. If you see our Instagram, I only have what 4,400 subscribers or the followers. If you see YouTube, we only have 600, 700 followers, 700 followers. Facebook has 5,000. Facebook group has 6,500. With a very limited audience, I made that 7 figure because the ticket price was high enough into that. Over here, if my goal was to make 1 million with a volume, I would today have more than 100K subscriber followers and all that stuff because I know I need more people, more heads to count to pay me that kind of money. It's nothing wrong, by the way. Yeah, you can start with that. I feel it like you can do mix and match. That is best advice I can do. Start with one to gain your momentum. Small thing. You would want to solve $50 an hour, $100 an hour. Go from that. Keep always one high ticket in your pocket. Make yourself ready for that. How can I be worth that someone can pay me 5,000, $10,000? That's what my journey was, where I was focusing on low, 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 mid, and then again high, high ticket. So be
Absolutely.
ready if you are wanting to play volume game, low ticket game. Nothing wrong in it. A lot of people in India, everyone is doing it. It's like how you want to build your business. My style of business was where I work with 1,000 people and make $1 million. That's what exactly we did because my style was that. Today, if I want to play more of volume game, I can do that, but I am at least aware about what do I need to play that volume game.
Right, right. It's all about solving the problem, and if someone is paying $1, they have to get $3 or $10 worth of value. Right. Absolutely.
Right, absolutely.
And Sahil, I have this question, right? I see you talk about like the reverse marketing funnel. How is it different from the traditional marketing methods of attracting clients? And how are the people like you have helped have got incredible results using this strategy? Is it like a paid strategy or like organic strategy to get clients?
It what we used is reverse organic marketing, and it is we call it as ROM method, and it is all organic. We don't use paid ads to it. We personally have started using paid ads to it, but it's like we don't teach it yet until we have implemented it, got results, and unless I don't do that stuff unless I have achieved something, I don't talk about it. So for this moment, we're doing reverse organic marketing. It's all organic again. Traditional organic, how it is different. Traditional organic was more about running after people, chasing people, cold outreach, where you send out people message, hey, how are you doing? How's your day going? All that stuff. We use reverse organic, where is it? How can we attract people towards us? How can we make it as inbound? How do we make sure that we are not chasing people, we are choosing people? And that you are getting bombarded, your pipeline is filled with all the people, and you are selecting who you want to work with. Right? Now that can be done through pieces of content that you have to step out. So it's like this: you have a good product, you step out of your house to sell that product, and you have to find where in the market you want to set your booth or your space, office space, whatever it is, and then you are attracting to people towards it. All you are doing is marketing your office, marketing like this is what we specialize in, this is what we do, this is how our clients got results. I have this free lead magnet. You can use multiple ways to attract those clients. We use lead magnets, we do that, free courses, low ticket courses, we do that. Even client results, if you have seen it, I publish a lot of client results that also attract the people like them. So everything I'm doing is more focusing on how can I make my marketing better. Russell Brunson said this thing in one of the podcasts. I really like it. He's like, it's not about the product, it's about marketing of the product. How do you market your product better? That's how he did it. ClickFunnels, all these books that you see. Product is good. That product should be good by default, yes. But you should be getting obsessed with the marketing of the product. If your product is good, but you suck with marketing, doesn't matter. It's not going to reach out to a lot of people. Even if it reach out, it wouldn't have gone that crazy viral or that crazy attention it would have got. So setting up the office, the booth, whatever it is like for me it was Facebook profile. I made my Facebook profile as an attraction magnet, you can call it as. Every time I'm doing something, like recently we posted about house story and all, we got 400, 500 like something on that post. We got a lot of people complimenting us, congratulating us, and all that. That was a piece of content too. In a very humble way it was done. It was an achievement, myself or my family's achievement that we did, and we attracted all those people towards us or our business or to what we do, rather than we started chasing them. So I focus more on, rather than cold outreach, cold sending friend requests to random people, messaging anyone or everyone. We receive it a lot. Just because I don't do it, I don't even give attention to those stuff. Um, if someone is like hitting my pain points and directly their messaging is talking to me, I would prefer that. I would prefer to talk to that person. So that's how, in a nutshell, it's like the words organic is where you're doing everything different,
Absolutely,
attracting people
absolutely.
towards.
Correct, correct. It's all about like organic optimizing a profile well with the proper cover photo, with the proper I help statement, and posting the content what the target audience would love to learn, connect, and the check, right, so that they're able to get value and then they get hooked. And I have also seen a lot of people, even when I was telling them go post content or like do something, they never even take action. What advice like you want to tell them who never want to change the cover photo, who does not want to post the content, even though ChatGPT can help us to create so much content. They never want to make videos, they don't want to do podcast, right? Even though they know it works, but for somehow, for some reason, they are just procrastinating.
See, bro, after coaching more than 1,000 people, I got this as a conclusion part of it. You cannot force someone to do any action. You can only influence them. You can only let them know this is, if you do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, you will stuck at the same place. At the end of the day, it's their decision. Whether even if in terms of client results, people say, "Oh, Sahil, after getting your coaching, my life changed," blah blah blah, all that. I'm like, I was just there as a guidance to the thing which you already wanted to do. If you were not ready, I wouldn't be able to help. Doesn't matter. I give you one-on-one coaching every day. Anyone in the world will come, will not able to help you if you are not ready to take action. So that was my conclusion. Is like people who don't want to do anything, they will not do anything forcefully. So I stopped. I'm like, if there were people who came into our coaching, it's like for 2 months they're not doing anything. I'm like, why are you into our coaching? You're wasting your time and my time. They were like, I have this problem, that problem. I was like, yeah, I know. That's why you're into this coaching, so that you get a solution. Either we today, you're going to take action, I'll keep you accountable, or we cut off the chain today because we are wasting your time and my time again. It's just because, and they will feel like, no, no, Sahil, I want to do this. Okay, you're doing for yourself, not for myself. If I push you for certain time, that will be temporary push. It's just like you watch a YouTube video, you get temporary motivation, like I'll go to gym tomorrow. But if it's
Correct.
not coming from inside that I want to hit gym every day, you will do it for a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, and then you will skip it. Like we are here at this Airbnb place. When I was looking for Airbnb, my first criteria, my first requirement was, does the property have a gym?
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm not looking at that option. Now imagine if my fitness coach is always motivating me, go Sahil, even in Airbnb, you should find a gym. अरे, बोलने दो उसको. Let him speak. I'll find a good Airbnb with a swimming pool rather than a gym. Maybe something. But it was my desire. So it was coming. It's like this. The motivation flows from inside out. If it's flowing from outside to in, which is, as I gave an example of YouTube video where you're motivating yourself from outside, then it's not going to be permanent. Then it's only temporary.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
it's
And
better to influence them. Somebody influenced me that I'll lose weight, get in better shape, go to gym every day. Now it's all on me.
right,
Right?
right. Absolutely. Someone should create that awareness and what can be the possibility, how the world will look like if they implement it. And ultimately, the motivation has to come from inside, the deeper why, the massive transformative purpose, right? Should have that stronger
Absolutely.
why. Yes, yes,
I
absolutely.
used to do that. I used to motivate people a lot and like, bro, do this, dad, my life is this, your life will be that, and all. At a certain point, I had to stop it. I was like, because mine is temporary. They're just getting motivated while on a call with me. Later on, they're just living their old life, which they were already doing after getting disconnected from me. So I go like this. Some people ask me, Sahil, are you sure I will get result after I join your coaching? Sir, I don't know. They're like, what do you mean? I don't know if you get result. Like, but I'm paying you money. You said system works. I said, yeah, system works. I don't know if you're gonna work. Like, I'll put all my hours to it. I said, if system works, you're gonna put all the hours. Why do you need to ask me this question? Will it work or not? No, just for satisfaction. I said, no, bro. We are building a business. We are not just building any feel good satisfaction with time of like I'm just making you feel happy about something. It's not a spa. It's not that any other thing where you're just coming out of it and feeling happy.
Correct, correct. Yeah, absolutely. They have to take action, the deeper why, right? Of that.
Right.
And Sahil, how was your experience meeting the OG, the Russell Branson, right? I saw your photos and I saw you met like incredible people like Parthiv Shah and all like the two Kama Club winners and everyone, right? How was that event for all the people who are aspiring to go to like funnel hacking live? I think you are some of the few people who got the chance to go there.
First, top three things you asked me to what I learned. First thing is this: they are humans at the end of the day. They do come across limiting beliefs. They do see failures. They do see low in their businesses. They also get demotivated. They also get into even depression mode. I've seen them all. So I have seen like Russell literally on the Dallas event when I went to with Parthak. He was sitting right beside me editing slides. And I was seeing the tension on his face. I was seeing those, he was doing all that shit. So we see Russell as like charming guy, come on a stage, boom, 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 all that stuff. You know, that all the happy things, all the nice things. At the back end, I was looking at it, I was observing him. I'm like, bro, this guy is in tension. This guy is tensed. Just because he has to go to the stage after this next speaker, he's just like boom, 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 editing his slides and getting worried, asking team, where is this, where is that? I'm like, okay, they are at the end of the day humans. So this thing in our mind, they are seven figure, eight figure, nine figure, and all that. I used to have that. I was like more star stuck person. First time I met Dan Henry, Peng Joon, Russell, Myron Gold. I was like, that kind of thing. Later on, I shifted as like, okay, they are my colleague entrepreneurs, or they are entrepreneurs like me at a different stage. So first thing was that they are humans at the end of the day. Second thing is they are relentless. They they don't always see successes. They see most failures actually. It's just we see the successful things at the front. Success failures settle down at the back. Because we are seeing them Russell making $3 million in 90 minutes, Parsha cracking 2 CCX award and all. I have seen them into that. All they're relentless. They are like, do this, we gotta do this. We are making sure that this thing in the business is working and all. Always doing something. I used to think maybe Russell's life would be where he is like he's waking up at 11 a.m., going to office if he likes it or not, doing if working if it is like or not, maybe hitting gym for 4 hours in a day rather than 1 hour because he has a lot of money, he has a lot of time. That's not the case. They are more working. They are working more than us even, relentlessly working more than us into that, and they have seen more failures than us. That's the only difference. If they have worked on 100 projects, you and me maybe have worked on 5 projects so far. I'm on my fifth business model, if I say. Russell is maybe on his 50th. It's just he has learned from 45 more businesses, which we are yet to learn. We are young enough to do that. Some people are learn at early stage, and some people are later. Third thing is like they always invest in themselves. They never hesitate. Parthiv sir, how many masterminds he joined, how many coaching programs he invests. Ask him how many books he invested in. Same with Russell. First time I heard this, I remember in 2020, I think I was a beginner and all. I was listening to one of these podcasts. Russell said, I recently hired a coach. And I was like, isko coach ki kya zarurat hai? Like, why Russell needs a coach? Beginner mindset, doesn't know the value of coaching, doesn't know why he needs that stuff. And today I look back, I was like, you were kid Sahil at that time. You were thinking, why does he need a coach? Like, I mean, everyone in their life needs someone for the guidance and all. So they are always investing in themselves. They don't put a full stop on that learning after they make their seven, eight, nine figure, whatever it is. So these are top three things I would say I
Absolutely.
learned from
I
these.
love, I love that, right? It's always like, even they also have setbacks, limiting beliefs, just they have overcome it, and they are also investing in themselves. And it's not their first business, they're linked to so many things, and every failure, everything teaches them new things, and that's how they are stacking up, going to the next level. And we just have to learn and keep learning and implement the things as we grow. That
Absolutely.
and um and Sahil, I've also seen like you teach lot of strategies what Alex Holmes tells, and like you're telling about reading his book, the $100 million offer leads and everything. I think you are one of the biggest fans of Alex Hormozi also. Right? What are the things like you have learned and which you are implementing and which you are sharing with everyone about Alex?
Good question. From Alex, first thing I learned is it's just like boiling back to the same thing. He's also a very relentless person, and adding to that same thing, making more reps in the business will make you more successful. Rather than more reps mean is like, let's say you are doing cold outbound reach, how many dials you are doing in a day. If you are a sales closer, how many calls are you literally going to, how many calls you are going to. I'm not talking about closed sales, I'm talking about how many calls they are going to. If you're a content creator, how many pieces of content you are putting out on that, on your platform. This is like making more reps for your business. This is the biggest lesson I've learned from Alex Hormozi. It's all is like numbers never lie. They will give you the reality of that picture. Second thing is more about his raw approach and candidness of the way he teaches stuff. He's like non-fanciest influencer, if I say. If you look at it, some most of the videos, what does he wear? He's wearing his
Normal
one sando,
bunny
yeah,
and
white
like
sando. Sometimes it has that logo and simple it is. He goes to
with the
interview
cap.
like that.
Yes,
Imagine the guy who has built more than $100 million of businesses, multiple nine figure or whatever, is going on a sandal. Would you go to that interview with that? No, that guy is doing it. He's like most raw person, most candid person because he doesn't care about what do you think. He's checking. He's looking at his comfort level. And I was watching his one of the video. He talks about like he likes that particular one sando that he love to wear, and he has 20 sets, 30, 40. I don't know the total count of that particular one, and every day he's wearing the same thing. Uh, he's not going toward that. That's why I said non-fanciest entrepreneur I've seen. Third thing I have learned from him is his giving attitude. How much he's giving. I learned is that give, 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 give. He gives a lot. You go to YouTube, you'll find answer to any question, and you will find the most perfect answer to anyone. And you feel like, how can he give so much value and free? I have not seen any entrepreneur who has beaten Alex Hormozi in that, in terms of value, providing values. That's the reason I bought 100 million leads book. My intention was not to buy his book. The way when he did this whole launch and he gave all his course for free, bro, it's mine now. I gotta buy it. I ordered 9 sets of it, of the book. I took to India, gave it to the people as well. I'm like, take it, bro. This book I paid from my pocket. The bill for that billing was $800 $900 I got from FedEx shipping and everything, including everything. I've never invested in books. This much bigger money in books, in one book and 9 sets only. I didn't, just because he is so much giving in that. So that's the third thing I learned from him.
absolutely. Be a big giver, right? The more you give, the reciprocate and that goodwill he's able to create in the market, and like more people like the genuinity and they come to you to learn stuff and like being part of the network. That. And Sahil, what is the most important skill set a person must have, right? Which is like non-negotiable, right? If they have to succeed in this AI era.
I can name more, but being resourceful.
Mm.
If you want to build something, if you want to make a big business, whatever you want in your life, even if you see that, even in our daily life, we always, let's say you are in a problem, Akshay, personally, okay,
Yeah.
we always have one person in our contact list or someone, अरे इसको कॉल करते हैं, इसके पास इसका आंसर होगा, इसके पास इसका जुगाड़ होगा. That's what we do. Like this person would have solutions to all the problems. But just what is the difference between that person? If you see that person is just like always finding a solution to a problem, he become resourceful in any case. You have a problem, he is like, bro, let me see what I can do. Or I have a contact who can help you in that. They will actually become resourceful and give you the solution right away. If you develop, and we like that person the most, and that's a person even we get open up with most. Bro, ये problem आ गई life में यार, क्या करूँ समझ नहीं आ रहा. This is where I'm stuck at, bro. What should I do? Because that person is resourceful, that person will find an answer to your problem any case. Either they will contact someone, either they will come to your house, they'll be like, why are you feeling bad, what's wrong, Same thing in entrepreneurship world. People who are successful, even when I look back my journey, I didn't know all this stuff, no funnels, offers, domain, SMTP, and all. I just became resourceful. I was finding all the time finding a solution to a problem.
Hmm. Yes, absolutely. Being resourceful and trying to reach out to the right group of people to get our answers on like solution, right? And that's one of
Right.
the most important skill of that. And Sahil, what are the tools like you basically recommend for managing and scaling a business, right? Like coaching, consulting agency from zero to seven figures. What tools like you use in your day-to-day basis?
I would first suggest everyone to, if you want to build a seven-figure business, keep your systems, keep your teams, keep your anything in the business lean and simplified. It's like this. First, you always start with how the manually things can work. Okay, at a certain, it takes you to the first six figures level, right? You can. I had literally no software other than ClickFunnels, Zoom, and Calendly when I made my first six figures, and even multiple six figures even. That is like you need the minimalist stuff in your business. The point when you're taking from multiple six figures to seven figures, that's where you need to save out your time on that. Like, am I doing any repetitive tasks which can be automated, which can be outsourced, which can be given to someone which I don't need to do? Anything in your business that can be done by a tool, an automation, on a bot, or rather than you. Then also I will say keep it lean and simple. Keep it like try to do it. Can you do it centralized thing? Now, if I say we have used, we were using ClickFunnels before, Zoom, Calendly, Active Campaign, and other than that, yeah, these were our major tools. I don't remember recall any other tools I was paying for. My overhead in business was very low, and then we also included GHL into the system. We tried other softwares like Airtables and all. I feel it like the one centralized place where you can keep everything. GHL is on the right now. It's like it's in the where a lot of people have moved over there and all. ClickFunnels is getting over there, so I'm using both ClickFunnels and GHL. So I'm like, where can I save? I included school as well in the couple of months back, and then I thought about I'm not utilizing three of them, so I cut out one out of them. I'm like, okay, two were necessary because some funnels were here, some funnels were there, and also now we are looking for how can I even cut down to one thing. That keeping everything in centralized, I can do text reminders from them, email reminders, build my funnels, everything, right? In that, I am still a big lover of ClickFunnels, literally, right? It's some things I feel it like some things were not properly done, and even ClickFunnels admitted that there were some things which were underdeveloped when they launched CF 2.0. Uh, that thing is getting satisfied by other platforms or other softwares. Says I don't mind that. But I would still keep anyone who's building from scaling from zero to six to multiple six to seven. First, see that how you can do manual stuff. Don't you don't need to add automation from day one. I used to use Google Sheets a lot in my documentation when managing everything. Um, I used Trello a lot in the beginning, and then we shifted more towards where it's like organized in one centralized place, either ClickFunnels or sometimes DHL. Both we use that. Other than that, you don't need to add all the fancy stuff. Keep it really raw, simple, lean. That's all my advice. So these are systems and stuff that we use in our business.
Absolutely, absolutely love that. And Sahil, for all the people who are watching this, if you were to hire anyone who is watching this video, what are the things like you see in that person, and how would be your first hires, right? While you are starting, who are the most important people like you want to have in your team or like who are part of your team?
Your first hiring is always someone who can take the overflow from your plate. Whatever you have in your plate, can somebody help you with that? Your VA and assistant are your first hirings to start with, who can take care of your extra stuff from the plate. Later on, you expand it to particular skill set, like who is good at better at email marketing or funnel building or Facebook ads or whatever you are doing in your business. Then you need to hire a person who are experts in those fields that are. Avoid hiring jack of all trade, master of none. This is a mistake I have done sometimes. Hiring some one person and giving all the tasks to them. That's not, it's like they are not going to be doing it efficiently. The outcome is not going to be efficiently. Nothing will be optimized. So it's better to do it, give it to the someone who is expert in one thing and let them do that one particular task. Now, if I hire someone, I look for this. The business, when business grow, you change a lot of things. You are like, who are the person with big vision that can stay with me? Who are hungry? Who I might can compromise on the skill set if I'm getting a long term player. Listen to it, because I can help them to get that skills by putting them on a training, by putting them on some probation period, whatever. I can put them on and get them ready for that. But if the person is not is where
Coachable.
I'm not vibing in with that person, where I'm not like feeling like, okay, can I trust this person in a way that, let's say I go out of the business for a vacation, for anything, family emergency, whatever, can I hand over all the keys to of my business to them? Am I trusting that person this much? If I see any signs of it, like, no, this person is always trying to make excuses, always trying to, that they do something unethical in the team, trying to fake it, make it, excuses all the time, lies. I don't. That person actually, we have some people who got in like that, and they didn't last for more than even for 2 3 weeks. They were like, bro, we are not vibing in match, and it was a unfit, and we parted ways very very nicely. We parted ways. Uh, but yeah, today if I look into that, someone who's like more of who I can find a long term player, who is more hungry, who have their why. In if they brag a lot about me, oh Sahil, I have done 3 million closes, I have done this and all, that doesn't interest me anymore. I'm like, good that you have done, good for you. I need a long-term vision player. It's not like you entered into my business and then you are doing interview in 4 other places and it's like I'm just finding to see which one is better option. If they're not sold on my vision, if they're not sold with me, that hey Sahil, my goal is to make your company to go from this to this, I might not hire that person. I just don't want a robot sitting and and just trying to put their hours into the business, saying that, oh, I worked for 4 hours, 6 hours in a day for you and all. I want someone who I can consider more of a like a family that they come into. And if the members of family want to exceed, they can make a beautiful family. And I'm proud of my team today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. And Sahil, for all the people, especially Indians who cannot relate with 1 crore goal, first goal like achieving like 10 lakhs, if not in 10 days, it can be like 30 days or like a year, right? Do you recommend them to go with like paid ads or like organic, first build like portfolio, get some clients, then scale it? What will be your
Always
advice?
organic, always organic to start with. Paid ads are good for to amplify the stuff. If it, if you so consider as this, if you have woods and if you don't have any fire on it and you are putting fuel on the wood all the time, will the woods get lightened up? No, you need a matchstick. You need to someone to ignite that fire. Now, if you have a woods and fire, very little fire, right? And you put a wire on it, it will explode. It will just give you a good flames. My point is that's how I consider paid ads as. It's not bad to start with that, but I would say it's not advisable. I have seen a lot of people wasting their money. Prove your offers, get some client results, build some social currency. Then you want to do paid ads. No harm in that. Because a lot of people who are doing paid ads in the beginning stage, they are underconfident. They are like, I'm not good enough. I don't know my skill. How will I help these people? Imagine a client, a lead came from paid ads. They paid you $1,000, and now you are full of limiting beliefs. I was like, oh, will I be able to help? What should I do with this person? This person has paid me all that. Now you are like more underconfident, and you will more suck more with that person. You will fail yourself and help other person to get fail as well. So it's better to do start with organic, build some social currency, amplify it with ads. No problem in that. At least get to the point where it's like, okay, I know my skills. I'm good at this particular thing, whatever it is, and I know I can help someone to get results.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love that. And Sahil, tell us about your visit in India, right? And who are the people like you are looking to like being interviewed? I believe like you are right now in India for like a couple of days more, right? If they want to meet you in Delhi or like Gurgaon or like even virtual.
I am in touch with someone who is gonna put us. into rooms with the people who are doing podcasting or interviews and that. I don't have any names to be honest at this point. I do have connections who are big players, mid players, and small. But for right now, my goal this month specifically, we dedicated to our business in how we want to take our 6FA to the next level. How what can we do? Improve, change, whatever we want to do it. So next month goal would be that. So September month, I'm keeping it for interviews and all. So I don't have particular names to be honest, but I'm open to any interviews. I'm open. We have availability. That's the reason I extended my stay for 1 month more in India. There are some talks already happening, but no finalized names yet to announce on this. So yeah.
Problem. And Sahil, if I were to organize a physical event in Bangalore with like 500 people or like more, right? And if I invite you as a speaker, would you be interested to attend that event as a speaker, sharing your knowledge with all the people in Bangalore?
Sure, man. Why not? We can do this.
Yeah,
If
absolutely. Guys,
anything, if we can change anyone's life through my talk, through my sharing my story, that would be a blessing.
absolutely. That's amazing. That's great to hear, Sahil. And Sahil, it was really incredible where you were able to share for the last 1 hour all your wisdom since like so many years, right? And how can people connect with you if they want to learn anything from you, right? On Facebook, Instagram, or like what's your website?
Yeah, so you can find me on all the platforms. We have this one simple account, or credentials are Sahil Sehgal official. So if you want to search on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you will find us over there. There to talk about right now. We recently, last month only, we launched our first low ticket front end offer. We never had anything cheaper version before, but then we launched this course with the community. Like it's like one of the greatest thing I have ever done, I would say. We got like I think around 70 people inside the community already, and people are crushing it, getting wins, and it's a very small investment. It's like a cost of a dinner for two people, if I say it that way. So you can go check out. The links are on my IG. The link is on my Facebook as well. If you want it right now, it's course.sixfigureaccelerator.com. So that's where you can find. It's a full funnel and very small investment for getting occasional group coaching sessions, course, community, and all the to anything that you want to step into our world. It's a front end product that we have.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing. And Sahil, for all the people who wants to be part of your community, right? What is the core pillars in community? Why they have to be part of community? Because you have a community of 6,500 people, right? And what does it takes and why they have to be part of the community? What is its core pillars of the community?
I just need. We have this few core values that we always say, and even in my coaching, when you are coming in or joining our community, I just want someone who, or I would love to build connection with someone who is focusing on, who's ethical, who is focusing on building a long-term sustainable business rather than getting some short-term get-rich-quick scheme. Transparency and honesty are the two most important ones I always admire by, get attached to. If it's like this, if you are being honest and transparent with me, if it's like, even if you want anything now, just because you are transparent and honest with me, you want clients, leads from our network, referrals, word of mouth, and anything, I never say no to. I would like even spend my personal time to get connected with you, get connected you with the person who you want to do it if it's in my network or range. But if you're trying to play games with me, trying to like do all the fancy, which I'm a very simple guy in that way. I like simplicity in my business, in my life. So these are the couple of core values I would say. Being transparent, focusing on impact. That's what my t-shirt even says, creating impact and income.
Wow,
So I
amazing.
focus more on, I hope impact is the top, yeah. I focus more on impact first rather than income, because I've seen if you focus on impact, income will come as a byproduct. So anyone whose goal is to create impact while making an income, you're most welcome to our world.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's amazing, Sahil. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible wisdom with all of us. And then highly recommend you guys to check out Sahil's community and what he has to offer. And if you have any questions, do reach out to Sahil and he'll be happy to help you out. Right. And any last words you want to tell to Sahil for everyone who is watching at the Real Knowledge Club Summit before we conclude?
I would say if it can be a dialogue as well, if I can do it without having any prior business knowledge, anything knowing about this entrepreneur world, building up this seven-figure empire, you all can do it too. It's all about keeping your focus at right thing, learning from right people, and don't think small. There is a way lot more to do in this world, which is meant for you. You are here for a purpose. Find your purpose. Start with something. You will feel more blessed that you are having this life. Uh, every moment, every day, I'm here for 7 days, renting an Airbnb, doing this vacation. It's like I'm cheerful, like I'm joyful, I'm filled with everything. I'm like, wow, what I have built. Or it won't be easy. Okay, I don't say it's like very easy for us, but it will pay off. It will make you proud, your parents, your family, everyone proud of the things that you're going to put time in today will give you the fruits, undoubtedly, if you are going with the right intention. So make your intentions right, help people, create impact, make money while creating an impact, and jingalala, life will be beautiful.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sahil, once again for coming and sharing your incredible wisdom. And guys, everyone, do let us know what's your three biggest takeaway of like today's session with like Sahil. Do tag Sahil on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Tag me and like, tag Sahil, and let us know what's your three biggest takeaway. And that's all for now. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you all.
See everyone.